Welcome to CAM Breathe. My name is Rachel Ellison, and I work in learning and interpretation at the Cincinnati Art Museum, and I'm also a certified yoga instructor. I'm passionate about pairing art, yoga, and mindfulness together, and I'm really excited about today's practice. I have a very special meditation for you today, where we'll take art and even history and merge them with our breathing and mindfulness exercises in order to better practice empathy. So this will be a little different, as I'll be giving a little history lesson, focusing on the Ohio River and its importance to the Underground Railroad. This meditation is a collaboration between the Cincinnati Art Museum and the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, a museum located on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The location of the Freedom Center is very important and purposeful, as the Ohio River served as the dividing line between the slave-owning state of Kentucky and the free state of Ohio. The Freedom Center is a museum of conscience, an education center, a convener of dialogue, and a beacon of light for inclusive freedom around the globe. To learn more about this museum, you can visit their website at freedomcenter.org. Let's start today by just finding a comfortable seat. Take a moment to release the tension in your shoulders, dropping your shoulders away from your ears, releasing the tension in your neck, in your jaw, and your face. Take a deep inhale through the nose, feeling the belly fill with air. Exhale through the mouth as you feel the belly fall. Let's do this again. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Turn your palms upward, and in this moment, let yourself become open to new information and possibly new ideas. Throughout this practice, remember to breathe, inhaling history, art, and empathy for the stories of others. Exhaling ego and close-mindedness. Try to remain still as you take in information, but always focusing on the breath. For this meditation, you may close your eyes, but I highly recommend taking in the images that I'll show you on the screen, as well as the sounds. Some of this practice may bring up uncomfortable feelings, as history tends to do. If these thoughts or feelings come up, just notice them without judgment and let them pass. Focus on your breathing. Let yourself take in empathy and love for others. Maybe pause here if you need a moment to get comfortable. And whenever you're ready, you may begin again here. We will start our meditation thinking about the Underground Railroad. To give you some background, the Underground Railroad was a network of secret routes and safe houses established in the United States and used by enslaved African Americans to escape into the free states and into Canada. The Underground Railroad operated from the 1830s until the end of the Civil War in 1865. Now, you may have heard this story before. For some of you, this may be new. But just take a moment in stillness and imagine what it was like to be enslaved. what is it like trying to escape to a free state? Acknowledge the feelings that come up when you imagine this, remembering to focus on your breath. These feelings may be uncomfortable, but by acknowledging the stories and feelings of real people, we can then begin to practice empathy. For an enslaved person trying to escape, the Ohio River served as the last obstacle to reaching the North and the promise of freedom. Because of the city's placement along the Ohio River, Cincinnati became one of the infamous and active spots along the Underground Railroad, even earning the nickname the Grand Central Station of the Underground Railroad. The stories of those who crossed the Ohio River in the Cincinnati region live forever in books like Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe and Beloved by Toni Morrison. Take a moment and look at this painting by African-American painter Robert Duncanson. It's a view of Cincinnati, Ohio, which was a free state, from Covington, Kentucky, a slave state. It would have been painted around 1851 during the time that the Underground Railroad was operating, and it is considered an accurate depiction. You can see the Ohio River separating the states there. But can you imagine stepping foot into the cold, rushing waters in a desperate attempt to escape to freedom? Here is a more modern painting of the Ohio River by Frank Harmon Myers. It was painted in 1936, but it's still a good depiction. Take a moment and look at this painting. Imagine you're standing at the banks of the river. You're about to cross. What sounds do you hear? What do you feel? Many enslaved people crossed the Ohio River on their harrowing and courageous journey to freedom. Some succeeded, but many did not. The spirit of these incredible freedom seekers lives on through the dark and turbulent waters of the Ohio River, inspiring generations to take the leap of faith for freedom. Think on that statement for a few minutes. If your breath has shortened, begin to gently focus on elongating your inhales and exhales. If your body has become tense, take a moment to release the tension, acknowledging any uncomfortable feelings or sensations, and gently letting them pass. Slavery did not end with the Underground Railroad, and in fact, more people are enslaved around the world today than at any other time in human history. That's upwards of 27 million people. These include things like forced labor, human trafficking, child labor, and systems set in place caused by institutionalized racism, like mass incarceration, as just one example. Now, I know these are difficult topics, but just think about it for a moment. And begin to inhale history, a history filled with hope, empathy, and courage. Exhale fear, oppression, and hatred. What does becoming a modern-day abolitionist look like? How can you take steps towards encouraging freedom today? Maybe you want to take action in fighting for inclusive freedom by volunteering with a local organization. But maybe it's as simple as looking inward, being honest with yourself, practicing ways to end our preconceived notions of people. Inhale honesty and love for your neighbors. Exhale microaggressions and stereotypes. Slowly start to bring movement back into the body by wiggling your fingers, your toes, circling your wrists, your ankles. Slowly roll your head from side to side, feeling a gentle stretch in the neck. Wrap your arms around your body, giving yourself a big hug. Purposefully smile, thanking yourself for taking the time to think about uncomfortable history, uncomfortable stories, in order to better practice empathy. Thank yourself for putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Practicing empathy is not always easy or comfortable. And if any thoughts, feelings, or even ideas came up today during our meditation, maybe take some time after this to journal, to process your feelings and write them down. Thank you for taking the time to go on this journey of empathy with me today. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and the root of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the root of suffering. Have a great week. Namaste.